is on board to get on board.
Well, the president's campaign to jumpstart the economy comes as ratings of his presidency have sunk to all-time lows. Only 44% approve of how he's handling his job. That's the lowest rating ever in our poll. 51% disapprove. Obama's job approval rating on the economy is at another all-time low. Just 37% approve of that, 59% disapprove. And only 44% of Americans have positive feelings towards the president. That's his lowest favorable rating also that we've ever recorded. In the words of our pollsters, Americans are starting to wonder if it's time to give up on the guy as the guy who can solve the country's problems. Look at this number. A majority, 54%, believe the president is facing a long-term setback, which is unlikely to get better. So the couple of trouble spots there, as you saw, the merging, the convergence of the job rating and the personal favor rating. You've got that 54% that say they gave up on him. That when President Bush didn't hit that number until just after Katrina, and at that point, the policy part of the Bush presidency was over. There's a silver lining or two for the president. 70% still find him likable, so he has the potential. They haven't given up on him personally. The question is, have they given up on him professionally? By the way, he does get a 50% job rating for his handling of foreign policy. Now we have a new Republican frontrunner. As 8 Republican candidates prepare to face off tomorrow night in the NBC News Politico debate, Rick Perry has rocketed into first place in our poll, 38% of the vote. That's the largest share of any Republican candidate has gotten since we've tested this year. Mitt Romney trails Perry by double digits. He's sitting at 23%. No other Republican even cracks double digits. Just 6 weeks ago, Mitt Romney led the field by nearly 20 points. Now, over the weekend, Romney and Perry stepped up their attacks on each other. Both clearly recognize this has become a two-person race.
Our best shot at taking back the White House and our best shot at turning around the country is, if this sounds a little self-serving, because it is if we select someone whose experience is not just politics. I don't think a career politician can fix what career politicians have messed up.
There's going to be some that get up and say, well, I've created jobs, and that's true. There's, one in particular that's created jobs all over the world. But while he was the governor of Massachusetts, he didn't create very many jobs.
Well, there you go. In Romney previewing his economic plan in USA Today today, he began with career politicians. Clearly, it's no longer about Romney trying to contrast himself with Obama. He's trying to contrast himself with Perry. Now, the biggest victim of Rick Perry's entrance into the Republican race may very well be Michelle Bachmann, whose support has been cut in half. To throw salt into that wound, her campaign manager, Ed Rollins, is out after telling the Washington Post's Chris Elizabeth, the Perry-Romney race is now the story with us, the third candidate. He's supposedly still sticking around as an advisor. Not the best way to put it. The fact is, if you look at our poll numbers, that's right. When you look at it here, the first and second place among Tea Party supporters, Perry Romney. First and second place among non-Tea Party supporters, Perry Romney. Bachmann's in fourth among Tea Party supporters, in fourth overall. She's had a very tough couple of weeks. And finally, the absolute disdain Americans have for Washington is reflected in this number. For the first time in the history of our poll, disapproval of Congress is over 80%. 82% disapprove. Only 13% approve of the job Congress is doing. That's higher than during the check-bouncing scandal of 1992. That's higher than during impeachment. It's higher than the throw-the-bums-out elections of 1994 and 2006. Throw this in. If given the choice, 54% would vote out every single member of Congress. It's a new question we've been tracking over the last couple of years. That's at a new high as well. And both political parties have double-digit net negative ratings. That's only happened 3 times at the same time. Usually as one goes up, one goes down. Or excuse me, more likely as one goes down, the other one just doesn't go down as far. That's not the case right now.